What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz, the man, and I am back at you with another video. I just want to say I apologize for the delay in this video. I should have had this video out a while ago, but there has been a crisis going on in this world, and this crisis is called allergies. And I don't know about y'all, but these allergies have been kicking my butt. This is literally, today is the first day I actually feel good enough and have the actual energy to make a video. Ain't that crazy? So sidebar, if any of y'all have any holistic and natural solutions for me, please let me know. I know y'all got me, appreciate it. But getting back on track, in this video, I will tell you the 3 promises that man cannot keep and why you need to be prepared for it. And I'm just letting you know now, this is not a man bashing video, because I'm pretty sure you're thinking about that just looking at the title of this video. It is not that. You know that is not my style. I am all about solutions. But you also know that Sealz the man is always thinking outside of the box, so enjoy the video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share your thoughts, and follow me if you're a plant parent like me. So the first promise is, my love for you will never change. Now let me explain why that is a promise no man can keep, even though it sounds so good to you, right? When a man tells you that, now you feel so secure. It makes you feel good, right? It should. But let me explain why that cannot be a promise kept. It's because your love should change. It should never stay the same. It should either increase or decrease. And hopefully it's not the latter. But sometimes it is the latter. We see the situations all the time where people have been in marriages and relationships for so long, and then all of a sudden something happens and now they are no more. Nobody goes into relationships thinking that, but it does happen. But just speaking on the positive increase of love, your love shall always be in the growth direction. A real man's goal is to have his love increase for you every single day and every single moment. But just because I said that, don't get me wrong, there will be tests. And there will be tribulations, and there will be trying times. But in those dark moments are the times your love should shine even greater. So I can't even think about it. As being a man in 2021, on this date, I tell you, my love for you will never change. And in 20 years, I'm still having that same level of love for you. I can't imagine that. That's unfathomable. Like in 20 years, my love for you should have exponentially increased by now. Anything without growth is dead, even if it remains the same. And I'm gonna be real with you. If you feel like your love with whoever is the same as it was when y'all first started your situation or relationship or whatever the case is, you really need to question it, because there is no way it should be the same. Because love is not still, it is not stagnant, it is forever growing. It continually and constantly compounds on itself over and over and over. So pay attention to that. The second promise is, I will always be here for you. Unfortunately, and sad to say, he will not be here for you always. I mean, just look at the past 2 years when COVID ravaged our world. Personally, I've had 6 friends who passed away from COVID in last year alone. I had 2 friends who passed away this year for other reasons. Personally, I have seen more deaths in 365 calendar days than I thought I would ever witness. And I can only imagine what y'all have witnessed as well. But do you think the victims of these losses ever thought that they will lose their significant other, that they will lose their man, that they will lose their son, that they will lose their father? Of course not. And that is the sad and unfortunate side of the promise, I'll always be here for you, because we just don't know. But as men, that is something we say and we honestly mean, because we want to be here for the ones we love. We want to be here to protect the ones we care about. We want to protect our family, but we also know in the back of our minds that we all have clocks ticking down, and none of us know how much time we got left. But us telling you that we will always be here for you is a declaration to you. It is to show our commitment to you for as long as possibly possible. You see, good men have a tendency of speaking in an infinite tone, a definite sense. And in that, we speak as we mean what we say, and we would do whatever it takes to get whatever is said done. Because once again, that is our declaration and our commitment to you, and we take that seriously. But at the same time, because we know our time is limited, making promises like I'll be here for you gives us confidence. It gives ourselves encouragement to keep pushing, to keep trying to fulfill that promise, especially in the hard times. The third promise is that he'll never think about his ex again. I can imagine y'all faces right now. So let me tell you why this promise won't and why it shouldn't last, and why he should think about his ex. When a man has met the woman of his dreams, when she seems just almost too good to be true, when things just click and the chemistry is on fire, he should recall back to his relationships and situations from the past for a couple of reasons. The first reason is every relationship he's been in, with the good times and the bad times, has groomed this man into appreciating a good woman and preparing him to detect when he has a good situation on his hands. Men will and should hearken back to learn the lessons from his past so that he may not repeat the mistakes he made in the past and drag them into his future. Most men are very logical. Therefore, our brains work on a step-by-step basis, brick-by-brick mechanism style. We do things based on learned lessons, and we improve based on learned successes. So he will and should refer back to his past to not bring those faults from the past to you, his future. Although the line that should not be crossed is he can refer or harken back to the past, but he should not go back to the past and stay on the past or in the past. Two different things. The second reason is good men appreciate things based on the lack of it in his past. For example, my first car was the Acura TL, and it was my dream car going back to the days of me being a teenager. Every time I saw somebody ride it past me, I just got excited, but I just couldn't afford it at the time. So I got two jobs: an overnight warehouse position at Target at ungodly hours, and another position at the store called Crate & Barrel. I used to wake up at 12 o'clock midnight, ride my bike to the train station, catch the train for 15 minutes to this Target, and it's completely dark. Usually the train's empty because no one's riding that last train of the day. Then I will hustle and bustle in the warehouse from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then after that, I would have to take a cat nap. Then I would have to take a train to Crate & Barrel and then work from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and do it all over again every day, 5 days a week. I did this dreadful process just to get this car, this Acura TL, my dream car. And after 4 months, I finally got it. As a young man, that was the highlight of my life at that moment. Like, that was the most money I spent on anything. So that was 6 years ago. But guess what? I still got that car. Do you know why? It's simple. Because I appreciate it that much. It was such a prideful moment for me as a young man. But no matter what car I got after that, I will always remember why I started. Sealz, are you comparing cars to women, my guy? No, I'm not. The point I'm trying to bring home is that good men will appreciate everything they've worked hard for, everything they've diligently worked hard to get, and that includes you. But we will always look back to what brought us here, because our past is what built the foundation and grew the roots for the appreciation we have today. You will not appreciate something until you lose it or work hard for it. But going back to you got to think about it. Just be open-minded about this. Maybe he didn't have a good relationship with a woman like his mom in the past. Maybe he was involved with mentally abusive relationships in the past. Maybe he never had a woman that truly appreciated him for who he is. But now that he has those things that he lacked in the past, now that he has you, good woman, because I automatically assume all of my subscribers and viewers are good women or trying to be better women. That's just like, come on. But anyway, now that he has you, he can truly appreciate it, because he will always look back to his exes, to his past relationships, to his past situations, and see what he's been missing all of his life. There was another point I made in the beginning, that you should be prepared for these broken promises. You should be prepared for him promising you that his love will never change, because his love is supposed to change, because his love is supposed to grow. And during growth, you do not stay the same. You should be prepared for him promising you that he'll always be here for you, because you just never know. None of us know the time nor the day. So make sure that if you love this man, you love this husband, your son, your father, that you show and appreciate him at every waking moment. I want you to be prepared when he promises you that he will never think about his ex again, because he will and he should. All the bad situations he's been in, all the failed relationships he's been in, and also all the mistakes he made in those relationships, so that he doesn't bring it to your doorstep. So you do not have to worry about that with good men, because good men will always try to find a solution and will always try to find a way to be better. So thank you for coming back to my videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with me with my allergy and clogged sinus voice. I'm sorry about that.
Probably sounds like I'm talking like this.
This is your guy, Sealz the man, just trying to help y'all out, just trying to better y'all situations and trying to better y'all lives. And most of all, trying to help y'all understand the mind of a good man. Peace and blessings, and until next time, goodbye.